Hi guys, it's time to go all out with the PC builds. I'm going to have 4 different PC builds coming at you over the coming weeks. I hope you enjoy them. Just remember one thing, this is SilencedTech. What's up guys, it's Mark from SilencedTech. It's time to check out the 570X again with this crazy PC build that I've named the Silver Surfer. I've named it that because it has a lot of metal parts in it and it surfs the web. Anyway, stupid names aside, this build is a sign of things to come on the channel, as I may start putting together some custom loops. This PC also probably won't stay like this for long, as MSI have already kindly sent out their Gaming X 1080 Ti. Wow! Right now I want to see the benefits of water cooling in a 2-way SLI setup. I'm expecting some seriously low temperatures from both of the MSI Sea Hawk 1080s. Hopefully they'll be super quiet as well. So without further ado, let's jump into the parts I've used for this build, then I'll finish off with some benchmarks. First of all, I'll start off with the motherboard. It's the Z270 Xpower Gaming Titanium from MSI. I first seen this board on Twitter, straight away I knew I wanted to feature it in a build. The titanium look is so different from most motherboards, even the PCB has the effect. Add MSI's legendary steel armour into the mix, the motherboard really stands out. Originally I wanted to use my favourite RAM of all time paired with this motherboard, a set of Dominator Platinum Chrome Special Editions, but the GPUs I've used in this build have 120mm RADs attached to them, and it meant there was no way I could keep my H100i's 240mm RAD at the front of the case. Having to move my H100i's RAD to the top of the case meant my precious Dominator Platinum wouldn't fit because they're too high profile. I ended up using a set of Vengeance RGB DDR4 instead. A review will be coming up on them soon. The CPU I've used in this build is the 7700K, and I've managed to overclock it on this motherboard to 4.9 GHz at 1.25 volts, just shy of the 5 GHz promised land. The 7700K is the best gaming CPU out right now due to its raw single core performance. I'll be pairing that up with 2 1080 Ti soon and 2-way SLI, and that's going to make for an awesome build. As I've already mentioned, this build features 2 MSI Sea Hawk GTX 1080s. So far I've been extremely impressed with them. While gaming, temperatures never hit above 47 degrees Celsius, and that's with a 2100 MHz overclock on the core and an extra 500 MHz on the memory. I honestly couldn't imagine a better card setup for running SLI. That's not custom of course. In the benchmarks I'm going to put this build up against all of my older cards I've reviewed in the past, including a single 1080 Ti. You may have already noticed the SLI Bridge I've used. It's the icing on the cake. It matches the motherboard perfectly. MSI's high bandwidth SLI Bridge helps improve scaling and overall performance. The dragon logo lights up on the side, and you can choose various effects using the MSI gaming app. Speaking of lighting effects, this build has a newly released Commander Pro from Corsair. It's essentially a digital fan and lighting controller. Once installed, you can use Corsair's Link software to control all of your system fans, and if you have either of Corsair's HD120 or SP120 RGB fans installed, the Commander Pro will allow you to customize the lighting as well. There's also 2 ports on the Commander for the Lighting Node Pro, Corsair's answer to the NZXT Hue Plus. Once everything is connected, the LED lighting strips and RGB fans sync up together, creating some awesome effects. A separate video will be coming up demonstrating just that. I'm still waiting on a few more HD 120 RGB fans from Corsair, as they look amazing synced up with the LED strips. Taking a quick look at the case is of course the 570X from Corsair. I won't go into too much detail about it as I've already reviewed it in a separate video. A link will be down in the description if you want to check it out. I will just say that this is one of my favourite cases of all time. So that's it guys, you can find all of the parts for this build linked in the description as well as the total cost. In all honesty, you would probably be better off going with a single 1080 Ti for gaming rather than two 1080s for more consistent performance across the board. That said, when SLI works well, these 1080s will stomp all over a single 1080 Ti. If you play just a few games that support SLI well, a build like this could be a great option. Anyway, enough of all that guys, let's jump into the benchmarks and see how this monster performs. So there you have it, what an absolute beast of a PC, throwing out frames to any monitor regardless of resolution quicker than Jackie Chan's fist can move, while remaining pretty cool at the same time. I hope you've enjoyed the video. I will have a demonstration and tutorial video coming up for the Commander Pro, Lighting Node Pro and those awesome RGB Vengeance DDR4 by Corsair real soon. It's just going to be a guide helping people sync them all together. Just before I go, we hit 40,000 subscribers the other day and I'd just like to say thanks to each and every one of you for the support. I'm Mark from SilencedTech. Goodbye.